it's me again, and Ricky. We're gonna tell you some tricks on how to manifest some wins. So let's get into it.
Hi, my name's Samara. This is me.
Since I am made of sugar and might melt, I've double coated myself.
Try and get me now, Rocket.
Excuse me, sir. May I have the broom back?
And this is my life.
Now that's a whole lot of
So, welcome to it.
It's blizzarding.
I have been trying to find a way to communicate this since Saturday, and it is now Tuesday night when I do most of my stuff last minute. Nothing's changed there. But I kept thinking, like, how do I want to present this? Do I want to do it up in like a step-by-step process? Do I want to just like kind of explain the whole thing storyboard mode? Like how should I go about doing this so that I can communicate what it is that I'm trying to bestow upon you, the viewer, as to how you can get the things that you want to. I realize that I am overcomplicating a very simple thing. It's very easy to manifest what you desire, what you want, and it simply comes from a knowing, an inner knowing. You know when you know. You know. You know? You don't have to overthink it. You don't have to overcomplicate it. You don't have to overdo it. It just is. And you just relax into what is coming. And that's as easy as it gets. Like that's all that there is to it. I'm gonna have to piece this together, aren't I? You have to have your bases covered. So the basics is basically being in a good state. I have been working on my overall well-being and state of being for a while now, trying to combat some of my inner demons and head monsters and a whole bunch of other things, realizing that like they're all just parts of me, parts that are trying to express certain things that I'm unable to express and sometimes unwilling to view and see. There are no bad parts. They're all just parts wanting you to see something. And once you make that shift and realization, you'll start to become better friends with yourself and those parts, and you'll be able to understand why you do the things that you do a little bit better, and you'll be able to ease yourself into feeling a little bit better overall. It's in doing those kind of things that will help you to be able to trust those inner knowings and to be able to use your intuition in a way that benefits you. You won't second guess yourself. You'll be able to see clearly the things that are possible, because everything is possible. Anything that you can think of is possible. You get your head on, right? Last week, when Ricky and I were second, I knew right then and there next week we were going to win, and I told everybody that. And I said it once. I didn't keep saying it or overdo it or anything like that. Anytime the thought came up when I saw the entries, I was just like, yeah, we got this. And I left it. I just left it at that. And then the day of, when we're actually going to the race, I wasn't feeling very good. I ended up eating something the day before, and it actually like my whole face was swelled up. I must have had an allergic reaction to something, and I didn't want to say anything because I'm like, there's no point in drawing attention to something that it's irrelevant in a sense. It's going to be a good night. I already know it's going to be a good night. I qualified a horse and he ended up running, so he didn't get qualified. And I was still thinking, you know what? It doesn't matter. It's still going to be a good night. And then the next horse, he raced awesome. Didn't get a check, but raced his fastest mile ever and was only beat 3 lengths for the win. And I'm like, still freaking great night. And then it was Ricky's turn. And I just, the whole time, I'm like, even though earlier in the day, like wasn't feeling good, it all of a sudden, because I wasn't drawing attention to it, it all lifted. And by the time it was his race, I just sat there just feeling so comfortable and confident in knowing what was going to happen. And it played out exactly how I envisioned it throughout the week. And it was absolutely fantastic. I smiled all the way down the stretch because I knew, I tucked the whip away. I'm just like, we have this. It's done. It was easy, effortless. And that's all it takes. I've done this so many times before with other horses, Scintillator, Annie J, J&J. Like I've done this multiple times with racing. And if I can just figure out a way to transfer it to other things, it's just a resistance. That's all. It's buttons and castles. You can manifest butterflies. My friend Janine and I, we do butterflies all the time. Literally, we just speak them into existence, and we see like 50,000 butterflies a day. They're just everywhere. And this isn't just because it's summertime. Like, we were doing this back in the wintertime. It's incredible what you can do when you just kind of relax into it. And that's all it is. Just relax and focus on what you want. And if it's not feeling good, leave it alone. It's all about them good feelings, and it's okay to not be feeling good. That's fine too. That's not a time for creating then. That's a time for relaxing and just getting into that good feeling. You want something? Just know what will be and leave it at that. So with that all being said, I hope you guys have a great day, week, month, whenever I see you or you see me again. Until then, be happy, guys. Have fun manifesting. Bye. You're a shoulder sucker.
Why must we do this? It's so happy. Would you look at them face? Oh.
Look at them looking. They're jealous.
It's like, you just love this person. She's mine. She's my person. You're such a brat.